So the fixed wing mode for the dji-mavic has been out for some time now. I used it for the first time a couple of weeks back on a video that I made just for myself and some friends. I didn't publish it on my channel. However, it did give me the opportunity to use the fixed wing mode in a really amazing location. I set it up to try and send it out, and then I realised where I was flying was quite close to some nesting birds, but they don't nest in typical nests like trees and stuff. They nest within pebbles. They were oyster catchers, and two of them launched themselves towards my drone, so I kind of brought it back in and landed it as quick as I could because I didn't want to. I moved further down the beach to send it out again in fixed wing mode, and I don't know what I'd done between the first time and the second time, but the quality of the videos were completely different. If I move into the middle here, I'll put non-fixed wing mode here, and I'll put the fixed wing mode here, and what you'll see is a stark difference between the quality of the image.
At this point there will be no videos of terrible footage because I managed to delete them, as you were.
If you've seen some of my previous videos, you're completely aware that I do make mistakes when I'm flying and making some of the recordings, because I'm just too eager to get out and fly and capture and things like that. So I'm going to do a side by side, so you're going to not see my face in a minute, but you're going to have one side of the video is going to be fixed wing, the other side is going to be standard mode. The other thing I think, since using fixed wing mode and reviewing the footage, whether it was garbage footage like I mentioned earlier on, or whether it's good footage like I think I've got today, I really think it's the way forwards. When you control the drone, or when I control the drone, now remember I'm a novice, I'm not a professional, I don't fly it every day, I fly it a couple of times a month. What I've found is when you send the drone out and you start recording, when it's in standard mode and you get the spin like that, you can be quite jerky on the movement, and the drone itself will turn quite sharply. Now what I've had to do to try and counteract that when I've actually gone into the edit is to try and turn that into a slow motion, and I still can see a bit of jerkiness in the movement, and it's all about a learning curve, and I'm trying to get better obviously as the more videos that I do. But one thing I've noticed is by using that fixed wing mode, when it starts to bank, it's so smooth as it turns. You don't need to turn an edit into a slow mode because you've banked too sharply, because it just doesn't. It's a really smooth action. So by starting to use the fixed wing mode now, I hope you can see that the movement in the video is so much smoother and so much nicer, which means that I can increase the speed of the video to do that, to get that time-lapse effect, and it still looks like it's flying at a decent rate rather than my increased edit. Anyway, so I've had to bring the drone back in from flying now, because just on the other side of this hill here, there, I've just seen some paragliders jumping off the side of a hill with a bed sheet strapped to their back. So I've brought it back in. I certainly wouldn't want to fly it anywhere near them and make them nervous or crash into them or have anything like that happen. So I brought it back in, and I think it's time to head home. Let's do some active track. We've not done that for a while. Somebody's coming. Trying to do a video next to cattle grids probably wasn't my best idea. Am I in focus there? Am I?